Chow Chinchows JoesphGames here, and welcome to the draft analysis video for the IBL Season 1. We are the coach of we are the Chester Chinchous, and I am the coach of the Chester Chinchous. We are the Chester Chinchous, and of course, we got drafted 4th in the draft order, so it worked out pretty nicely. I mean, I did get to draft rather late on the back drafts, but on the forward-facing drafts, my picks were actually quite near each other, so it was like pick after pick. I didn't have a lot of thinking time to go over what I wanted. That's basically why I'm so happy that I got to plan out my team almost 90% exactly how I wanted it before the draft had even began, and it had actually come through exactly the way I wanted it. Again, 90% of the way I wanted it, it came through. Somehow, don't know how this happened. Very, very happy with the fact that my draft plan came through for me, and yeah, I'm so goddamn happy. I've got my notepad right here with all the ones I drafted and everything, so let's go and explain how this is going to work. Just like the PIC draft from a few months back, if you remember that video. If you don't, because you're new here, you probably won't. But the fact is, basically, I'm going to have stats on one side with a pick of them on, probably the Dream World art. And of course, I'm going to have the shuffle sprites up front, up above me, telling you what I picked and when I picked it. And I'm going to explain why I picked it too. So let's go over our first pick, and first pick I went for this time was my Mega. I wanted to get my Mega established rather quickly because I knew it was going to go rather quickly if I didn't, because it's quite a popular Mega and I had to go for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, oh, Chester, don't you dare be sour. Clap for your IBL champs and feel the power. It's a new day. Yes, it is. We went for New Day. Mega Charizard X. Awesome. I cannot wait to use this thing. Tough Claws, Dragon Claw. You can teach it some good special attacks. You can teach it some good physical attacks. Does well with Outrage. You can Flare Blitz. I'm not very good about Recall, but Flare Blitz is rather interesting to use. Flamethrower. This thing can work its way through any team. Plus the fact is, it's Fire Dragon. Charizard finally has that dragon typing it wanted all the way back in Gen 1, and it finally has it here in the 6th Gen, and Mega Charizard X is just awesome, and New Day is going to work. I have a feeling about this. New Day is going to work. So we went for our second picks, and the draft went round and round, and of course this one didn't get picked up, and I'm not exactly sure why, because people should have seen what I was going for and maybe didn't even understand what the plan was. But I went for a Azumarill. I love Azumarill. Azumarill is a very powerful physical water type. Does well with Waterfall, Play Rough, Superpower. I didn't actually realize it got Superpower until I was looking for its moveset. Yeah, Superpower is a thing. And if I'm lucky, and it's worth the risk, there's always Belly Drum. There's always Belly Drum Citrus Berry. I'm not exactly sure if it'll work, but there's always a time. There's always a time, and I want to pull it off at least once in this series. I want to try it at least once. If I can pull it off, amazing. If I can't pull it off, well, you know, that's going to happen sometimes, especially when you're trying to cut half your HP in order to raise your attack all the way up. So, yeah, not looking forward to Belly Drum, but I definitely could do some work with it. I mean, Resto Chester's a thing too, so yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with an Azumarill. And Azumarills are quite scary when you think about it. Anyway, so we went to our next pick, and I'm so glad I picked this up, because really, I don't know how I was going to deal with fairies without it, and I kind of need this thing. I love this thing, and it was awesome in the PIC, and it did some amazing work, and it's going to do some amazing work here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the return of Mr. 50 Shades of Grey. He likes those whips and chains. He is S&M the Ferrothorn. I love Ferrothorn. It is just amazing. It carries the whips and chains, so of course that means Rocky Helmet Iron Barbs. You can get off the Leech Seed. You can go for a Power Whip. You can just destroy people. Iron Head is a thing. It can set up. It can't set up Stealth Rocks, but the fact is it can set up things like spikes. Not toxic spikes, just normal regular spikes, but still works pretty nicely with spikes. And there's definitely a great way to use Ferrothorn that I love. Mr. Whips and Chains, 50 Shades himself is here. S&M the Ferrothorn. Cannot wait to use this thing again. I love Ferrothorn. Anyway, so we went for our next pick, and this time I decided to the thing about my draft is I decided to get my tiers because like the fact is I'm supposed to pick 1-1 from A, which I did, which is Azumarill, 1-1 from B, which is Ferrothorn, I picked 2 Mons from C, 1 from D, and 1 from E, and then everything else is free reign. I can pick them on any tier as long as I don't exceed a 400 point barrier, which I didn't. So we'll get into my free picks later on. But of course, in my C tier picks, because I could pick this any time round, I could have picked this in any order. I could have gone for my free picks before I went for my C tier picks, or my C tier picks could have been my free picks. But the fact is, I went for Donphan. Donphan is an amazing Pokemon. Donphan is good for Rock Slide. It's also good for Earthquake. It can do some amazing work. It is Rapid Spinner. I think it even gets Knockoff. So there's a thing that it might be able to do too. But Donphan is amazing. Donphan's actually pretty defensive too. So Donphan or Nelly is going to work. I cannot wait for this thing. So let's see what you can do, Nelly. Anyway, so then we went round to D. I went round to D tier after this because I'm going to explain these in the draft order. I went round to D tier and I realised that this is a possible thing I can do, and I'm so happy that I can do this. I hate people are going to hate me, especially Chibi Veery, who hates this one because, well, it just is what it is. But Shadow Tag Wobbuffet is amazing, and I cannot wait to use this thing. So Jessie is going to do the work, and yes, it is yes, I do want to use a female one, so I'm going to be calling it Jessie, and it's going to work out really nicely. So it's going to put that lipstick on, and I know you don't like that lipstick, but Chibi, it's going to be amazing. Don't worry about it. Jessie's got this. Don't be scared. Jessie's got this. Jessie's going to make everyone else disappear. And everyone else is going to hate the Chinchows because we have Shadow Tag, we have Counter, we have Destiny Bond, we have Mirror Coat, and it's going to be awesome. We could even Encore. Hell, I may even throw in Splash from one time. No, I'm not going to throw in Splash. I'm not throwing in Splash. But no, Splash. I have to keep on reminding myself I'm not going to put Splash on this moveset just in case, because if I... No, it's not even going to work. Why would I even use it? Encore is the thing. If I'm going to go for one of Why Not's moves, it's going to be Encore, or possibly even Safeguard. Safeguard's pretty cool too, because that protects my team from stash conditions for 5 turns. So yeah, Safeguard could do some serious work. And my camera's sort of fading in and out of focus, so I'm going to turn off autofocus because it's annoying me. Anyway, so the draft went round and round again, and this time I went for E-tier draft because I was trying to see if people would catch on to what I was doing. I know that I haven't picked my second C-tier draft yet, but the fact is I was trying to see if people would catch on to what I'm doing. And that's why I debated saying, hey, maybe I'll wait a bit on this draft, see if it gets picked up. I'm trying to bait people into sniping it just in case. But no one did snipe it. So I thought to myself, what can I pick up from E tier? And the only thing I can pick up from E tier that I actually like is Gorebyss. Gorebyss is a very interesting one. Not because of Shell Smash. It is also a very good special type. It's a very good special attacker, and it does some serious work with things like Psychic, and it can do Hydro Pump as well. It can probably even set up Rain, so Rain's an interesting idea. So yeah, Gorobis, a very interesting one. Cannot wait to use this thing. Definitely going to be interesting. Gorobis, you will rule. Swift is going to be here, and it will work swiftly. Anyway, so then I went back to C tier. I decided that I'd get all my tiers before, get all my scheduled picks before I went into my free picks. And I went for this, so please welcome the return of Charlotte, the Gargantuar. Gargantuar is amazing. It is a good sticky web. Sticky webs is what people use it for, and then this is no same here. This is no different here. I'm going to be using sticky webs. But also Compound Ice Thunder is a thing. It does get some amazing, great moves like Energy Ball, Signal Beam, Bug Buzz. So yeah, definitely looking forward to using this mon. It gets good special attack, and its physical's not bad. But the thing you want to use it for is its speed. So yeah, Charlotte has an amazing amount of speed, and I cannot wait to use Charlotte. So yeah, Charlotte's going to be awesome. Charlotte is going to be awesome. Anyway, so now we go into my free tier picks, the picks I could have picked at any time from any tier, and basically I had 400 points, and I used them all. I used all my points, so I'm very, very happy with what I got, except for maybe like the last pick, because I'm still not sure about it just yet, but I'm learning because I'm recording this right after the draft. The draft is literally just finished about 15 minutes ago, and I'm recording this video to get you guys ready for the season 1. So yeah, looking forward to this. So my first free pick, I went for Yo-Yo for Hitmontop. Hitmontop is amazing. In a Nuzlocke, I hate this thing because of counter, but in a battle, I love this thing. This thing can do serious work with Rapid Spin, and the fact is, it can do like things like Mach Punch, and of course, who does not want to get hit by a high jump kick? Because high jump kick is amazing. Of course, yes, if I miss, I lose a lot of HP. But the fact is, if I hit you, you're going to get hurt. So Hitmontop is an amazing Pokemon. It learns a lot of good moves, and I'm looking forward to using this thing. It is going to work. I'm not worried about Hitmontop. Then, of course, we went to round 8. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this one because, again, it is another return to the Black Let's Play, because the fact is we got Charlotte from the Black Let's Play, but of course we also got Stoutland. We got Stoutland from the Black Let's Play as well. We got Stoutland, and of course this thing's named Yorkshire. So Yorkshire is amazing. I love this mon. It's just so good. Elemental Fangs, plus Crunch, plus Sand Rush. This thing can do some serious work. There's a police car going by my window right now. It's annoying me. Stop going past my window right now, please. But Stoutland is amazing. I even learned this thing learns Play Rough. I didn't even know this thing learned Play Rough until last week when I was preparing for Wonder Trade Wednesday. And of course free-for-all Fridays from Beck. So yeah, I was looking forward to some free-for-alls with Gen 5 mons, and basically I did not realise that Stoutland got Play Rough, and I did not know this. So Stoutland, Play Rough, it even learned Superpower as well by the Mood Tutor. I'd looking that up before, so yeah. Mood Tutor, Stoutland, I cannot wait to use you with Superpower and everything. You're going to be awesome. Yorkshire will do damage, especially with my next pick, because Stoutland goes in... Stoutland teams up so well with my next pick, and I had to pick it in order to activate Sand Rush on Stoutland's moveset. So to have Stoutland have the ability of Sand Rush, I really needed something to bring the sand, and I got it. Dino Dan is here, and Dino Dan is a Tyranitar. So I'm really happy to have Tyranitar on the team. Tyranitar has Stone Edge, Tyranitar has Earthquake, Tyranitar has all the Elemental Fangs and Crunch as well. So, and it can learn Sucker Punch too. So it can do some serious work, and it sets up the sand. It's quite bulky. It's very special. It is very physical attacking, but its special is not bad. And it learns some great special moves. So there's some interesting moves out there for Tyranitar. It learns a lot of interesting moves. I'm looking forward to this Mon. Tyranitar is just awesome. And if I can team it up with Stoutland and Tyranitar, Dino Dan and Yorkshire going together, awesome. Cannot wait for this. And then my final pick. We went to round 10 and... No, we went to round 11, sorry. Round 10 was Tyranitar. And Tyranitar actually cost me 180 points, so that's pretty cool. But it left me with 60 points. And that meant I could only pick D tier and E tier Mons. And I wasn't suspecting this. In fact, in my draft plan, I'd actually picked a C. In my draft plan, I'd been picking a C tier Mon that was actually going to work really nicely with this team. Now, I mean, this is all free. This is all free for me to say now because the fact is I don't think I'm going to be able to get it anyway this season. Anyway, I wanted Tornadus Tornadus Incarnate, but I couldn't get it because my maths was way out of line, and I was picking from the C tier, which is 100 points, and I only had 60 points. So I had to go against my draft plan here and pick up Vileplume. Now, Vileplume is D tier. It gets Sludge Bomb. It gets Moon... I've learned it gets Moonblast. It's a good grass type as well as a good... very good poison type. It does real interesting work. So I could probably put leftovers on it too, but it's quite bulky. Gets Moonlight, so there's my recovery. I don't know if it gets Synthesis, but it gets Moonlight, so there's my recovery right there. Moonlight is my recovery, if anything. So yeah, I'm looking forward to using this Mon. Definitely interesting. Sleep Powder is a thing too. Sleep Powder is so good. And it gets Effect Spore. I think Effect Spore is its hidden ability. It gets Chlorophyll as its main ability, but Effect Spore is its hidden ability. So there's a lot of things I can do with Vileplume, but I didn't even realise Vileplume was good at. So I'm looking forward to Vileplume. Definitely looking forward to this. So that is the team. Let me know what you think down in the description below. Of course, our first match goes up on Sunday. So Sunday, I don't know what time yet. And the thing is, I stream on Sundays, so it's kind of weird that I'm going to have the match up on Sundays as well. So I'm going to have to move my schedule around a bit. So the trial run will now be moved to Saturdays. So from next week onwards, the trial run will now be on Saturdays. And you'll get 3 episodes of Zeta, and possibly, I'm going to try and run Zeta, and I'm going to try and run the Rodent Run as the 2 main LPs on the channel. So 3 episodes of Zeta, 3 episodes of the Rodent Run. There you go. And you get trial run on Saturday, match on Sunday. Not sure on times yet, so it might go up during the middle of my stream. That's all I can say on the matter. But I'm still streaming. But I'm going to put maybe like a link I'll put a command in the stream so you can like exclamation mark battle, and then you'll see my and then it'll display the YouTube link to my battle. So you could go and watch that at the end of the stream. Or you could watch it in the middle of the stream. You could have me on mute in the stream and then basically just watch my battle. So that's how it might work. I don't know. We'll see, because the fact is we have to like talk it out with the person we're facing on when we're going to like synchronize our uploads of the battle. So we'll see what happens. Also, team preps will go up Thursday night. Thursday afternoon. Thursday afternoon is when team preps will go up. Thursday afternoon, about 5 o'clock British Standard Time, British Summer Time, sorry. Which I'm not exactly sure what time that is all around the world, but I work on British time, so 5 o'clock is when you see team prep. As long as I've had the battle before Thursday at 5 p.m, then you'll get a team prep. If I don't have the battle before Thursday at 5 p.m, you'll get the team prep when I've had the battle. So it might go up on Friday, it might go up on Saturday, it might go up whenever, because I need to make sure I've had the battle before I put my team prep up, because the fact is I don't really want my opponent knowing what plays I'm going to make before the battle. That's not a good thing. That's not a good idea at all. That's an awful idea. So we'll see what happens with the team prep. But I'm definitely looking forward to the IBL. All the links you'll need are down in the description below. Our first match is against BlueJayOnToast. And of course, that means the Toronto Totodiles. So this is going to be amazing. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. But until next time, I'm JoesphGames, your coach of the Chester Chinchous, and I will see you on the battlefield for week 1.